Good morning. Today is Friday. People, it is Friday. Friday the 29th. Okay, and we're going to start with a daily reflection on the New Testament. My hair is a mess. Okay. Tomorrow is conference. All right, we can do this. September 29th. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall lay hands on the sick. They shall recover. Mark chapter 16, verses 17 through 18. The Lord instructed the early Latter-day Saints that faith cometh not by signs, but signs follow those that believe. The signs of the Lord's true church are the miracles and gifts and wonders that always accompany faith. They are evidence that the Spirit of God and the power of the priesthood are operative among the people of the covenant. Moroni taught that any person who denies the need for such gifts knoweth not the gospel of Christ. Yea, he has not read the Scriptures. If so, he does not understand them. For our God is a God of miracles, and it is that same God who created the heavens and the earth and all things that in them are. No thoughts on that. Today is Galatians chapter 4, verses 16 through 31. And in this, I believe he's talking about the Abrahamic covenant. He talks about how Abraham had two sons, one of a bondwoman and one of a free woman. And, which are we children of? In the end, he says, children of the free woman. I have difficulty understanding Paul. We all know this. I got the gist of that, but I didn't get the point of what he was talking about. I didn't understand what the meaning behind that was. The verse that I chose for my personal statement was verse 18. But it is good to be zealously affected always in a good thing, and not only when I am present with you. I just wrote, I will always be anxiously engaged in a good cause. I think there's something like that in my patriarchal blessing. Something along those lines. And I try to have projects. I try to stay busy. Is it always a good cause? I think so. Sometimes. Book of Mormon journals. I think that's a good cause. Advent calendars. I think that's a good cause. Speaking of Book of Mormon journals, I got the months and the themes back from Mom and Kelsey. So today at work, if it's slow, yesterday was not slow. If today there's a little bit of slowness in there, I'm going to work on putting it all together, and then I'll show you tomorrow morning. I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. Verse by verse, we've got one little thing to read here. And I did check on the Jeffrey. He has something to say about Galatians 6, and that's it. So Sunday we'll have something from Jeffrey, which he's not going to be at conference. He's probably still in the hospital. Poor Jeffrey. All right. For verses 21 through 31, these verses detail the allegory of Hagar and Sarah. Hagar represents the old temporal law and its representative place of origin, Mount Sinai. Sarah represents the new spiritual law, which could be symbolized by one of its places of origin, the mount where Christ gave the Beatitudes. Okay, well that explains it all. Thank you. Thank you for explaining Paul to me. I appreciate that. Jeez. like, clearly I need to read the supplemental before I read the actual scriptures, because then I would understand. That helped quite a bit. I don't know if we want to see if there's anything in here for Galatians. It's talking about justification. Here's the thing. The Book of Mormon study is so much easier than all these other studies. Chapter 36. Romans. Okay, so there's no Galatians in here, so. Yeah. No Galatians in here. No. Is there Ephesians? Yeah. Ephesians is next week. Okay. That's all for studying, I suppose you could call it. Nah. Yeah, that's all. I will leave you with a prayer from a diary of prayer. It's Friday. I want to go back to bed. Take some more NyQuil. The 29th. Okay. This is from Cardinal Newman, a prayer of the guardian angel. O Lord, how wonderful in depth and light, but most in man how wonderful thou art. With what a love, with what persuasive might, victorious over the stubborn fleshy heart. Thy tale complete of saints thou dost provide, to fill the thrones which angels lost through pride. O man, strange composite of heaven and earth, majesty dwarfed to baseness, fragile, fragrant flower, running to poisonous seed and seeming worth, choking corruption, weakness, mastering power, who never art so near to crime and shame as when thou hast achieved some deed of name. Ooh. 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 How should ethereal natures comprehend a thing made up of spirit and of clay? Were we not tasked to nurse it and to tend, linked one to one throughout this mortal day, more than the seraph in his height of place, the angel guardian knows and loves the ransomed race. That one was difficult to read, but those two lines there. Who never art so near to crime and shame as when thou hast achieved some deed of name. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? Okay. That was Galatians chapter 4, verses 16 through 31. And tomorrow we do Galatians 5. And it is conference. Ugh. Okay. Tomorrow is conference. But today I have to go to work. Okay. I gotta psych myself up. Have a great day. I love you all. Happy Friday. Can't wait for conference. See you then.